we got to go back to what is that agent having the conversation with that seller? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to look
I
back at that.
do,
We can't just
but
say,
there's certain people, like, and I've had clients myself, they don't have money to do anything.
but everyone's got a couple of bucks to do some paint, whether they do it themselves, a couple $100 in paint. They say, hey, you know what? We're going to take a week or two to get this done. At least get the main area done or something. But
If they physically can. I have
right,
a client right now that she physically cannot.
right. But
She can't. She has
then
no money and doesn't wanna spend money on it, and, I tried to help as much as I can, but there's also a fact of there's a lot of people that they don't want, like, it's a fine line when somebody doesn't have a lot and can't do these things, and I understand that part, but don't tell me every house I went into had that situation, because they didn't. Not everybody, like
Mhm.
most people, able-bodied people can paint, and it's not that much money. So I was just
So,
shocked.
well, so there's the point then. So if that person either doesn't have the funds to do the work or physically can't do the work, then that property should reflect that in the price point. It shouldn't
Exactly.
reflect, oh, well, geez, look it up the road. They got 795, and we go pull it up and we go, holy cow, it shows pretty good. Great presentation, neutral color tones, maybe a couple updated light fixtures, just clean looking and just more modern. I really believe that people don't need to spend millions to get their house to a higher level. You change some door handles, you change a couple light fixtures, you paint,
It's a
the
whole
what?
different world, I know, like, 4 or $500 can change everything.
Yeah, it can. It can. And today, people are too goddamn lazy to do it too.
Well, and you know what else? People are too goddamn lazy even to buy a house that's cheaper. Like, they want ones that are already done. They don't wanna walk
100%.
in and have to do all the stuff. They don't wanna do it.
No.
So, for you, when you're trying to sell, it's pretty easy to get a handle up over somebody else.
But
Just
that's it
clean it
though.
up, update a couple things.
And that's always been the case. That's always been the case where we've seen it, even not in this market, we've seen it for years. Shows well, it's going to sell best. People are going to want it more. And people are willing to pay. If they have a nice upgraded home that they walk into turnkey and we do nothing, sign me up today for that one. Because for me to do that renovation or to pay someone, it could be 50,000. I'd rather have 50 grand worked in my mortgage than pulling 50 grand on a line of credit and paying a higher rate and going, God, why did we do that for? It was much easier
Well,
just to do that over 25 years.
and the other issue is it's like the one that my niece just bought that I bought with her.
Right.
She bridge loaned and got the whole thing painted and got everything done ahead of time
Mhm.
because she has 3 kids, all this furniture, all this stuff. How on earth is she gonna do that with, all these kids and furniture? Like, the whole house had to be painted, everything.
Mhm.
So, it's when you look at it and think, "Oh, man, do I wanna live in a construction site? Do I wanna live
Tough.
with all this stuff everywhere?"
I agree. I mean, it's tough for that to happen. And that's why the best inventory always sells quick. And they always get good money for it. No matter what market you're in, you're always going to get a little bit more for that house that's turnkey, no matter what.
No, I know, and I think in this market, it's especially important because it's difficult to sell.
It's very difficult to sell, and it's not so difficult. We're going to say from a million down from what the data is telling us. I mean, yeah, you still got to do. There's not strong demand like there was last year, but there's some demand, and the reason why there's demand is because we all know. Okay, last year, or let's just say January or February, great. I was approved for 1.2. Well, I couldn't find the house, whatever. Market change, got scared. Come back to the home buying process and go, holy cow, I got reapproved and I'm only approved for 950.
It's actually lower than that.
But
It's
I'm just making that
yeah.
up, right? Like it could be whatever. So there's a lot more demand for that lower end price point than before. So it's going to be interesting to see where things transpire into the new year.